Hello civilians. I got a video I want to respond to. We at the social media they go rounds. We I believe see that video in some points it makes sense. In some points it don't make sense for Salone people and now. At this time we civilians then this one now that video, that particular video, it don't make sense. We sister Pool, when a Zainab Sharif, when a musician. And first of all, I address Zainab Sharif, and after that, I address Sierra Leoneans. Zainab Sharif make measurements of Kande Yum Kela, Samura Kamara, Madabio. Yes. And then two issues they can't talk about. Because it's high time we really come to social media, we left for deceive people and we tell people waiting at the right thing people for no. And waiting them for do now. Zainab Sharif make measurements of say Samura Kamara no get message, no get campaign message for people and he say Madabio you know deserve for go a second time because he kill people and he also say Kande Yum Kela don't betray Sierra Leoneans according to Zainab Sharif. But one thing we are saying here, yes, Madabio, you're right because Sierra Leoneans need a change and Sierra Leoneans requested for a change now. Sierra Leoneans deserve a better life. Sierra Leoneans deserve a good living. We Madabio no able to render to them instead of killing them. That's right by you. You see, Kande Yum Kela don't betray Sierra Leoneans. Wait for don't come be a third person. Wait for able pull out these two political parties. That's right also. But Kande Yum Kela on your side, Kande Yum Kela, you know, ever gets no good intention for Salone. You know, ever get no good intention for Sierra Leoneans. You know why Kande Yum Kela never gets a good intention for Sierra Leoneans? Kande Yum Kela was given a chance. He was given just a small chance. He go for a presidential position. Salone people vote for him, but you know qualify for be a president. He succeed for be a member of parliament. We Kande Yum Kela for don't make a mark to Sierra Leoneans. We for don't impress Sierra Leoneans. We Kande Yum Kela for don't speak to Sierra Leoneans. If for don't be the Malema of Sierra Leone parliament. Kande Yum Kela for don't be a voice in Sierra Leone parliament. If for don't be the most outstanding opposition ever in that country. Because at that time, people were not listening to APC. People were listening to extra political party. People were waiting to listen to someone who can bring change to the people of Sierra Leone. Just imagine, after APC lost the election, people be expect say, and SLP can have power, they will make a change. Between a few months, SLP will able to make a change. Things we are skyrocketing from bad to worst. That was the time where Sierra Leoneans need Kande Yum Kela for bring a message, for show action, for show some movements na the parliament. Kande Yum Kela was nowhere to be found. It was just like salt. When you put salt na plazas, how salt it disappear. You old boku salt na and the moment you put it na plazas, you need to say again. Even if na one old me put today. That was how Kande Yum Kela disappear in the parliament. He was nowhere to be found. He was not saying anything. And a lot of things we understand say Kande Yum Kela they even go ahead and support the ruling party when I SLP pass some of the bills them. If that happened, all of a sudden we say Kande Yum Kela he quits in political party, he resigned from his position. He go na SLP for let them go a running mate position. which then disappoint them, which we all know say they get for disappoint them. It was Mada B.O.B. they only used Kande Yomkela for 1 or 2 reasons in the parliament. After that, he make use of him, he done with him and he dump him. So I believe say Kande Yomkela, ever get a good intention for Sierra Leoneans. God just expose them easily. And to Samuel Kamara in your side, my sister, what you talk about, Samuel Kamara gets a message. He gets a message, he gets a lot of message them where it tells Sierra Leoneans. Samuel Kamara gets a message of changing the narratives of the SLPP. Samuel Kamara gets a message of changing the standard of living of Sierra Leoneans. Samuel Kamara gets a message of making the life of Sierra Leoneans become a better lives after 2023 election, June 24. Samuel Kamara gets a message of making the prices of commodities go down to the level how Sierra Leoneans were able to afford them. Samuel Kamara gets a message of giving Sierra Leoneans freedom of speech. Samuel Kamara gets a message of making Sierra Leoneans proud all over the world. Samuel Kamara gets a message of putting Sierra Leone where it was before. Samuel Kamara gets a message of making Sierra Leoneans happy. He has done a lot of things for Sierra Leoneans. My sister Zainab Sharif. I believe say if you can't social media now, you can't talk say Samuel Kamara not get message. You go only vote for APC, or Sierra Leoneans go only vote for APC because of no other alternative. That's a very big lie, my sister. APC, Sierra Leoneans get alternative. Sierra Leoneans have alternative. And the alternative of Sierra Leoneans is vote for Samuel Kamara, because that's the only option. Now the only option we were able to take Sierra Leoneans out of this dilemma, out of this suffering, out of these killings, out of this painful livelihood. Samuel Kamara are the only politicians in Sierra Leone we don't grab for speak the truth. See, if something happen in a country, we have for blame the government. Since then, I know see na a righteous leader. Samuel Kamara na a politician way I believe say he get the vision, he get a technocrat, na a financial expert, na a money bag wisdom. Nobody not gonna understand what I mean. A money bag wisdom, a bunch of wisdom. Samuel Kamara, just imagine where you get money, we full up inside bag. You get money full up inside bag. You get a lot of wisdoms and where they come that you eat, how for invest on that money. Some they tell you say, be international businessman. Some they tell you say, buy land. Some they tell you say, build house. Some they tell you say, buy car. Some they tell you say, invest. There are a lot of wisdoms and where they come that you eat. Nana Samuel Kamara. Zainab Sharif, Sierra Leoneans no need for you read this kind of message now. Sierra Leoneans no need a message of discouragement. Sierra Leoneans no need a message of sabotage. Sierra Leoneans no need a message of blame. Sierra Leoneans need a courage. They need a hope message. They need a message where you tell them, say, tomorrow you wake up, things to change. You sleep today, you wake up tomorrow, prices they go down. You sleep today, you wake up tomorrow, fail, price they go down. You sleep today, you wake up tomorrow, rest, price they go down. You sleep today, you wake up tomorrow, the least commodity in the markets, they go down. Sierra Leoneans and that message they need now. Not to this, my sister. The time don't pass for this message. For the blame game. Now, Sierra Leoneans need a way forward. Let we left for deceive with people. Let we left for tell people things and way they discourage them. Let we left for mislead them. Let we left for tell Sierra Leoneans things them where they make them sleep, they wake, then they share tears. Let we left for tell Sierra Leoneans what they discourage them, what they make them go on depression. The way how Sierra Leone is so now, we need to come together and try